Welcome back, our loyal listeners, to the Stream PC. We are back to our original episodes, episode 22.
I'm feeling 22.
Of course you are. And we have something interesting for you guys. It's not really a tip, more of a reminder, more of a nice, subtle, just kind of keep your head up. Did you guys hear about the kid that was saved? His life was literally saved by gaming. Did you guys hear about it?
Bro, yes. That crap is absolutely insane. That a headset legitimately saved this kid's life.
Did you hear about it, Lucky?
Yeah. I did hear about it, dude. It's a crazy story. It's super crazy, man.
It is insane. Do you know what game he was playing? Did anybody catch what game he was playing?
I didn't catch what game he was playing.
Dude was locked in.
I was so in shock at the fact that, what happened,
Right.
I was like,
so dude is sitting there on a typical night. I don't remember what day of the week it was. We're not journalists here. Everybody give us a break. He's just sitting there locked into a match of Apex. Boy was locked in. Leaned forward, headset on, locked into his match. And apparently outside, some no good was happening. Unfortunately, some shots were fired and found their way through his bedroom window into his headset, which actually ricocheted into his wall. And yeah, so his headset, I can't remember what company it was. It was Steel Company, I think. Steel
Series.
Yeah. So
it
Steel
literally has like one little piece of metal that was right in here, and it hit that metal perfectly
right on
to deflect it. And apparently, from what I was looking at, whenever I was watching that video, they were talking about how it wasn't like a shot that was fired right outside of his window either. It's one that was like a few streets over.
Yeah.
That just randomly went through that window. Yep. And we're talking a couple centimeters either way, and this kid's not here anymore.
Exactly.
So this is like a once in a lifetime type of shot that happened. And thank God it did, obviously, because holy moly.
Yeah, and big shout out to Steel. I mean, they reached out to that kid. They replaced his headset completely free. Obviously, I'm sure it was just good marketing for them as well. But at the end of the day, shout out to them. Let's be positive about it. It's a positive situation. That's a big W on their part. I'm still not going to be using their products, but shout out to them.
Wild behavior.
They make some good. They make some good stuff. Good enough to stop a bullet.
Good enough to stop a bullet.
That's true.
Hey, just that one little inch of metal. It was literally the part that helps the headset slide to adjust the size. It's literally that clip that held. That's insane. How do you think that goes forward with him and his mom going forward? Like anytime she's like, "Get off that damn game," he's like, "Mom, gaming saved my life." Like that. The kid's got the ultimate trump card forever now with his parents.
Real talk though. Would you ever game by a window again at that point? Like,
no.
My setup would be moved. Yeah. I'd be like in the center of the house, like nowhere near a window, because fuck that, man. That's scary as hell.
That's the other part. Go ahead. You just imagine like the PTSD of like playing that game now. It's a shooter game, right? Like he's a young kid. I think he'll be totally fine. He's in super high spirits. He's a true gamer through and through, so I don't think it's gonna shake him too bad. But I feel like a part of me would probably take a little break, be like, I don't know, man. Like, at least like you said, till my setup got moved. Oh my gosh, I wouldn't want to play the game for a minute.
You'd be playing My Little Pony.
Yeah.
Or,
on the Switch, on the bed, all safe and sound.
Right. Under the blanket.
I mean, I wonder how it would have played out different if he wasn't on the game. If he wasn't playing that game, he probably would have got hit. You never know.
I never know
something else.
And it just depends on what kind of gamer he is.
Could have gotten hit.
Like let's say he's sitting back and he's playing Spider-Man. I mean, that doesn't really require headphones. Maybe you're sitting there with the TV speakers on or whatever, playing Spider-Man,
relaxing.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just wild and it's unfortunate that's the world we live in, but just a super fortunate case and in this case that he was lucky and survived. Even his mom and them said like they wouldn't have known until early morning.
They tried to wake him up.
Yeah.
So that would have been crazy, dude.
That would have been the word. I could, as a parent, I could not imagine trying
At
to
all.
navigate through any of that. I tell you what, as a parent, though, I would definitely be moving way the fuck away from that neighborhood. You would not catch me
Mhm.
living there anymore. So I get it's a freak accident, but still, like,
Sadly,
you know,
it can happen.
and anywhere you go, anywhere you go, I live my happy self way out here in the boondocks, as some people like to call it, out in no man's land. Still got fiber internet somehow, so uh, so I definitely removed myself from as much of that as I could, just as a parent. But yeah, I mean, that's just an awesome argument he's gonna have going forward. Is hey, gaming saved my life, and I think we can all relate to that. Obviously, not to that extreme. I hope not in all of our cases, and anybody listening's case, that you can't relate to it in that. But definitely from just mental health and emotional and all just stuff like that. Gaming has saved just me personally time after time after time. I mean, it's always there. It's a
Yeah.
crutch, a breakup, or you're getting bullied at school, or just anything
That was
like
my
that.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Gaming is there for you. So do you guys have any killer, amazing stories of times that gaming was there for you when you needed it the most? Lucky, it sounds like you had something.
Well, I mean,
You wanna share it?
like I said, I was bullied a lot growing up, going through school and stuff. Gaming was a way for me to just come home and escape, get away from the real world. And, and at that particular time, I really didn't have any friends or anything like that. So I just kind of tended to myself mostly. And playing games was just a coping mechanism for me,
Understandable. I couldn't imagine getting through COVID, like lockdown, without gaming.
Right.
Like,
Oh,
what am
man.
I gonna do? 1,000 puzzles all the freaking time? I'm
Yeah.
not that guy. Like, I don't like doing that. I don't want to do that. And you guys might not know this about me, or some of you do because you know me, but I'm super social. Like, I like talking a lot. I like hanging out. I like doing that. Like, that's my thing. That's the whole reason I stream, is because I like talking to people. I like interacting. Like, playing a video game is second to that normally, right?
Right.
So during COVID, that was like the only interaction you could get with people was on the game. You couldn't
Right.
really hang out in real life because obviously we weren't allowed to go outside at that point. Which
Yeah.
I'm okay with not going outside, but that's besides the point.
Right. What is grass?
I don't know. I see it every once in a while.
Or, just make babies.
That is why there are so many babies that were born because of that.
Yeah. In 2021, I remember reading an article. There was like 50,000 more babies born that year than average.
Yeah.
Because
it
everyone
is
was bored
insane.
for a couple months. What else am I gonna do, right?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, how many kids did you have during that time period, Aztec?
3. 19, 20, 21. Yeah. Yeah, I knew that was coming. So that's funny. No, yeah, I mean, definitely just all those things. I'm sure there's, anybody out there listening can relate. Just always something that brings you back to the game. You see it all over, like, social media right now. People are making jokes out of it, and they're trying to make the whole, men versus women argument on it. Like, why do guys feel the need to play the game? It's just amazing. It's just that place that allows us especially us older men, to still utilize our imagination, still be in a different world, be what we cannot be in real life. Just do things that we can't. Like, I cannot dunk a basketball. Like, you can get me on 2K and I'm fucking windmill behind the back, just everything absolutely broken in the game I'm doing. And then I get to live out my NFL career dream in Madden, and then I get to get on Call of Duty and protect America. So that's that's what gaming is for so many. And I definitely love seeing the giant female audience that we're getting in gaming nowadays. I mean, we have so many in just our community alone, that are just so awesome and passionate about gaming as well, who've come to us with the same stories of like, hey, like, gaming gets me through everything. We have a lot of moms in our communities who are like, that is my alone time. That's my quiet time. I mean, in my head, I'm like, yo, you're over there raging on Fortnite. Like, that's your quiet time. But we can all relate.
Everybody does things a little different, right?
Yeah.
And everyone should have something that they enjoy doing. Like my wife is not somebody who enjoys video games, and that's completely fine. So she enjoys arts and crafts and things like that. So we made sure that she has a thing that she can do with that. I enjoy playing video games and hanging out. So that's my thing.
Right.
And that's completely healthy to have things for both people that are completely different. It's actually preferred to do that in a lot of relationships. That way you have a little bit of alone time, because being away from each other does make the heart grow fonder sometimes, right?
Mhm.
So people thinking that gaming is a male dominated thing or a female dominated thing, it makes no sense to my brain. Like it's
Yeah.
just because you're a gamer, you enjoy it, which is completely fine. Just like if there's men that enjoy arts and crafts more power to them. I don't care if you want to go color some cottage core or if you want to,
Mhm.
arrange flowers. I could give two shits. If you enjoy that, you enjoy it.
Yeah.
Have at it. Be the best you can be at it. And
Everybody's got their own thing. Back
Yeah.
to slam dunking though. I actually can slam dunk a basketball. I can do that if you drop the goal. You know, kinda.
I
You
knew.
mean like
I
those
knew.
kid goals that are about as high as your head? You just
That's
go,
right.
"Mm."
All day.
All day.
All day.
Yeah,
In
no,
my head, I knew as soon as he started speaking, I was like, he's going to lower the goal or he's going to have a ladder.
Neither for me. I'm just gonna not try.
He said, "What is a basketball for 500?"
I mean,
please?"
I know how to play basketball. I shoot threes. I don't dunk.
So, hey, you guys are supposed to be doing tips for streamers. Well, we'd like to tie all that into. It's kind of like streaming. Streaming. I think for a lot of us, especially that's a great point. Is during COVID, some of us the only form of income was streaming during COVID. How did those other people have money to donate? I don't know. We're not going to question it. We're going to take it and smile. But I think looking back at what we started with, this kid was just sitting in his room playing his game. Bullet comes through the window. He almost loses his life in an instant. You look back at that, and I think a lot of streamers right now, we're getting creeping up on the holiday time. I think a lot of people are starting to get burnt out. I've been seeing it left and right on TikTok. People quitting, people giving up, people calling it their last stream. I don't know if they're doing it for attention. I don't know if they're serious, but I just feel like it's a good reminder that life is short, right? Super short. And when you start getting in your head about like, should I even be streaming? You should always look back and be like, why did you start? Why? How many times has it helped you on a bad day? I don't know how many bad days I've had, and I go to stream and you guys are there and it's just, all the problems are gone. Are they still there for me after stream? Of course. Obviously, that's life. They're there after gaming. They're there, but being able to escape for, 2, 3, 4, whatever hours we get to spend doing what we love, is definitely
Give
better.
yourself
than
time to breathe.
Nothing. Exactly. Reset, recharge, refocus. Love it to death. So, what do you guys think?
Well, I gotta say that one of my least favorite things to see is when people make like, this is my last stream announcements and things. One, this is not an airport. You don't need to announce your arrivals and departures. It doesn't matter. Leave if you want to, stay if you want to. Completely up to you. But
Right.
you should be streaming and enjoying it because you enjoy it. No other reason. If no one else shows up, you love gaming, you love talking to the people that do show up, right? That's why you're doing it. If a
Mhm.
million people show up, freaking awesome. Congratulations. That's fantastic. That's the goal we all want one day, right? But don't be so focused on your goal that you hate the process.
Yeah.
The process is what the majority of your streaming career is going to be, is going from point A to point B. And it's a long fucking haul there, guys. It's not a short little trip. It's going to take a very long time to get where you want to go.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
been streaming for almost 4 years now.
Yeah,
I'm not where I want to be. Like I'm farther. I'm thankful for where I am, but I have goals to be much farther along eventually. But I got to enjoy the process to get there. If I just focus on not being a partner on Twitch or not having, a million subscribers, then I'm just going to be upset and sad all the time. And who wants to live life that way? Why would you intentionally make yourself sad and burn yourself out? Because you're going to get more burnout whenever you're not feeling like you're achieving what you want to achieve.
Facts.
So just
Yeah.
enjoy it.
Yep. Definitely. I think there's a lot more adversity that goes into being consistent as a streamer than I think a lot of people realize. But then I also think there's a lot of people that don't feel like other people understand that adversity. We all go through it. We're all here. We're all doing it with you. You know, some of
Every
us
streamer
don't talk about it. Yeah. Some of us hide it. You know, some people get lucky. I'll tell you right now, I get angry when I see TikToks nowadays or streams nowadays that are doing either exactly what I did or something, and I see that 100,000 mark, and I'm just like, why? You know, I caught myself the other day. I told Lucky, like, I'm getting bitter. I don't know why. It was like, what's wrong with me? Like, I can't be happy for that streamer because I'm like, I did the same video, if not funnier. How did I only get 100? You know,
Mhm.
and then you know, Lucky, I don't remember what you said now. I think actually I don't think you said a word to me. I think you diverted the conversation, and then I realized as you were talking, I wasn't listening, obviously, and I was just like, this is why I do it, man. I met you, and we're here hanging out, and I could vent to you for 2 seconds, and then we're back on page. You know, does it suck? Yeah, but it's partly like, you know, if you ever listen to Queso on becoming a streamer and how much work it is, he'll piss you off.
Oh,
He'll
yeah.
be like, I don't do clips. I don't make nothing. People do all that for me. And he'll tell you, I got super lucky. Don't think that I have anything to teach you. I got lucky, you know, and
I feel like we looked this up a while back. Even though he says he got super lucky, you know how long this guy streamed before he actually got super lucky? Like, it was a
It's
long
like 2
time.
years,
It's not like,
Yeah,
it was like 2 years.
Yeah,
It's
2
not
or
like
3 years.
Yeah, it's not like he just did it overnight, which that can happen. I've seen it happen, and that's awesome for those people. But for the vast majority of people, that's not going to happen like that.
right.
And it is what it is. Like, you can't hate what you're doing. It's like spiting or like cutting off your nose to spite your face, you know? It just doesn't make any sense. Like, why would you do something like that? Just enjoy yourself. You did this because it's a hobby. You did this because you want to do this.
Right.
Don't make it hard and don't make it a job.
And then you got people who do make it, and whenever, you know, they get so many subs and they get used to that, you know, they'll get used to having all this flow of income, and then they just become ungrateful for it.
Yeah.
You know, they lose sight of it.
Like that the other day.
I did too.
Somebody had he streamed for what was it, 7 days and got 6,000 subs.
6 days, 7,000 subs.
Yeah, 6 days, 7,000 subs, and was complaining that people weren't still dropping 5 bombs on him because it was only $25 for them to drop 5 bombs.
Yeah.
Never be like that guy.
Don't ever.
And I hope that guy steps on 100 Legos on the way to his bathtub, and it's only cold water. That's what I hope for him, because that is some bullshit. Okay, that guy made more than the majority of Americans make per year.
Yeah. Later on that video, he was like, you know, minimum wage is like $28 an hour, and I'm just like, where is he pulling these numbers
do you
from?
live, brother?
Right,
$28 an hour. I'm underpaid.
I think minimum wage where I am is like $7.50 an hour.
$7.25 is the national minimum wage right now.
Wow.
$28 an hour. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, there's people that are out of touch, and it's terrible that they exist, but they do exist, right? And they give a lot of streamers a bad name, and it also gives you a bad idea of what streaming is, because a lot of people are seeing these people and they're like, well, if this guy can make 7,000 subs in 6 days, why am I not making 7,000 subs in 6 days? Why can't I even get 7 subs in 6 days? So you can't compare yourself to other people.
Nah.
Everybody's journey is going to be different. Everybody's path that you've created for yourself is completely different. And it takes more work to blaze your own trail than follow other paths to begin with.
Oh, nice.
So make sure you're going to blaze your own trail. You're going and you have that mindset that you want to succeed. You want to enjoy it. And every once in a while, take the chance to just stop, you know, see the flowers that are on the side of the road, go smell a rose, have a cup of coffee, enjoy yourself.
I feel like we're getting back to touching grass again.
I mean, honestly, if you're getting burnt out, touch grass.
Touch grass.
Like, I don't care if it's really grass outside or if it's just taking the night off of stream where you're just hanging in a Discord with your guys or your ladies, whoever it is, and you're just chilling. Like,
Does
just
it
take
count?
that time for you.
Does it count
Yeah.
if I'm playing a game where the character's touching grass?
Yes.
I mean, I don't care if that's your thing, then sure, why not? If you enjoy going fishing, go fishing. If you enjoy baking, go bake a fucking cake.
You got
If
me
you
on the
enjoy
fishing.
whatever. I know you're a fisher. I know you do. And we like cake over here, so it works for us too.
That's fair.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna go fishing, working out, playing games. Like I thought you were gonna list our things.
I
In
mean, you
order.
can do that too if you want to. That's
I was
fine.
like, yeah.
But
and then
in general,
said
just
baking.
enjoy what you're doing.
Can't go
and
wrong with
find
bacon.
things you love.
baking pancakes.
Mhm.
Making pancakes. Baking pancakes.
Yeah, but I mean that's it, man. Other than that, we just want to send you guys off with one super small message of just be grateful. Life is short, and apparently always wear your headset. You see these boys switched over to headsets for this episode. No,
I'm only wearing this headset because my earphones broke the other day. I'm very sad about it.
You're scared of
I
that
hate wearing
window.
this. I feel
See
attacked.
all this right here. This is all metal. Yes, yeah, I'm
This is-
safe.
Mine's plastic. I'm not safe.
Yeah, you're not.
And there's a window here, so
Oh, brother.
Anyways, I'm sure that was unintentional that the earbud boys wore headsets today. I'm sure it
Yeah.
is.
I miss my earbuds.
But guys, that is all we have for you guys today. Much love. If you guys haven't noticed, we did start up a new section of the Stream PC. It is all things nerd. We talk about just whatever the hell we want, just mostly superhero stuff. And we got more of that coming soon. Much love, you guys. Stream PC out. We'll see you next time.